What's happening, guys? Back at you with another video. So let's go ahead and talk Halloween Ends. So in this video, I'm going to be giving my review and my thoughts on Halloween Ends. Just basically what I thought about the movie. So let's go ahead and get started. Now, I had my thoughts already all out on this review, and had notes and bullet points and stuff like that. And I decided to go ahead and check out some other reviews. See what people are thinking. And it seems to be pretty mixed. There's a lot of mixed reviews out there. A lot of people didn't like this movie. A lot of people kind of liked it and stuff like that. I don't know if I'll be in a minority or not of this, but overall, and I do say overall, of course, there's some things that I want to talk about and get my thoughts on that I didn't necessarily like about it. But overall, as a movie, I didn't think it was bad. Honestly, I didn't think Halloween Ends was bad as a movie overall. Of course, there's some, like I said before, there's some things I want to talk about and get my thoughts on, because there's a couple things that they should have changed or did, or just a couple things I didn't end up liking, really. But overall, as a movie, it wasn't too bad. I did not think it was too bad in general. Overall, as a movie, it wasn't bad to me. I actually kind of did like it and did enjoy the movie overall. The thing about that is that I feel as a Halloween Michael Myers conclusion finale movie, I think they should have did something different. I think I kind of figured out what they were trying to do. If this was their idea, I don't think this was actually the original idea. From what I was hearing, there was like another idea they had, but with the pandemic and stuff like that, they had to wait out. They're making another movie, and they had to change some plans and stuff like that. So that's basically the movie we got, is what happened after the pandemic and stuff like that. And it changed some ideas around because of that, and they weren't able to make that third film, because they're basically going to do it like the way the first two were set up. It was basically taking place in one night, and this third one was going to take place that same night too. It was going to be a back-to-back it was a back-to-back trilogy where all of them were filmed, or at least taking place at the same night. But with the pandemic and all that stuff, their plans changed, and they had to change the story around a little bit. So I think this is the story we got after all that. But like I said, I don't think it was a bad story. I don't think it was a bad story or anything like that. But like I was saying, as a conclusion and finale to the Halloween Michael Myers, this new trilogy, and of course it includes the original 1978 movie too, this new Blumhouse trilogy, as a conclusion to all of that, and a conclusion to Halloween and Michael Myers, I don't think it was the best they could have done. I think they could have done something differently, besides the movie that we got. And I think the thing was, they were trying to do something different with Halloween, and this is them trying to do something different was what the movie we got. But like I said, as a finale conclusion to Michael Myers and Halloween overall, and this whole little saga that would begin between Michael Myers and Laurie Strode, I think it could have done it a little better with some stuff, or does some stuff differently, just to kind of close it out. And here's my thoughts on this. I think with this new trilogy, it's a trilogy of movies, 3 movies. I think that what they could have done was maybe make it 2 movies instead, with a tighter story. Still make it the same one night thing, make 2 movies instead with a tighter story, kind of cut most of the third movie out, but have some elements of the third movie in the other 2 movies. Or what they could have done was make one movie with a really, really tight story that still took place on one night. But other than that, yeah, I think they could have cut it down to 2 movies, maybe even 1 if they tighten some stuff up. But that's just my thoughts on what they could have done. And like I said before, Halloween Kills, I liked Halloween Kills for the most part. It was basically kind of the second half, or at least when people started going after him and they started being really stupid. I think that's what threw me off of Halloween Kills. But I liked everything before that. Pretty much, my idea is, if you have the first movie where it looked like he died, but he ended up living, and then that's when we get Halloween Kills, the second movie or whatever. They could have retitled it or whatever to Halloween Ends also if they wanted to. The second movie, my idea was, he goes on this vicious rampage that he was kind of going on in the beginning part of Halloween Kills, go on that vicious rampage and stuff like that. Maybe just a little bit of Halloween, the way the mob was and the way people were going after him. Just a little bit of that, a little bit of that. Not too much, not too whatever, like being stupid and stuff, but like maybe just a little bit of that. And then we get a couple of things from Halloween Ends, plus the finale of Halloween Ends. Add that as the finale to Halloween Kills, and add those couple things into Halloween Kills. That would have been such a tighter story for me. It would have been a great send off to Michael Myers and all that. And I think they done something like that, where it was just two movies with a tight story. Honestly, it would have been such a better overall story for me personally. And I think it would have had a good send off for Halloween and Michael Myers. It would have had a good send off. But nonetheless, we did get this third movie, and Halloween Ends. Look, and honestly, I don't think the story was bad. The story wasn't bad in general. Like I'm talking about in general. For its like not taking into account that it's a Halloween Michael Myers Laurie Strode finale movie. Not taking that into account, I think the story was actually pretty good. Some of the couple of things I had issue with Halloween Ends is that they did Michael Myers kind of bad, actually. Not necessarily the ending. I thought the ending scene honestly was good. It was a pretty good ending scene, but it was the parts where they made Michael Myers look kind of weak and stuff like that. And there's been kind of things going on around saying like, I remember, and watching the movie, I remember a line that Laurie Strode had said earlier, not in the Halloween Ends, but I think she said in the first movie. It might have been the first movie or the second movie, one of those movies, where it feels like they were kind of doing that supernatural element that was kind of like, has kind of been in the Halloween movies. And it's like, there was a line she said, the more he kills, the more he, what was the word she used? The more he transcends. I think that's what she said. She said, the more he kills, the more he transcends. So it kind of added a slight supernatural element to where it's like the more he kills, the stronger he gets. Maybe that's what they're trying to go for. I don't know exactly. They didn't really explain or really give into that too much. Really, and that's kind of thing with this movie too. Like Halloween Ends. Like there's a one part in there. I might have some spoilers in there. I'm sorry. But spoiler alert for anything. But there's one part where Corey's in the sewers and he finds Michael Myers. Michael Myers grabs him and he looks him in the eyes and he kind of sees like Corey's memories and stuff like that. And I don't know if he's like passing evil onto him or something or what's going on. They didn't really explain it too much, so I was kind of confused. I don't know exactly what they were trying to do exactly with that. But yeah, I was a little confused and stuff like that. But the way they did Michael Myers in this movie, I thought was not really too good. It was like they made him kind of weak, and then when he killed somebody and made it look like he was kind of coming back, but I don't know. I don't know. I didn't really like it too much. I didn't really like seeing Michael Myers being weak or anything like that. And there was even a part where Corey was able to outfight him, and literally he pushed him down and stuff like that, and was able to beat him and take his mask and stuff like that. And I was like, what the hell is happening? I don't know. I didn't really like that part. I didn't really like that they made Michael Myers look weak and stuff like that. But going back to what I was saying, the overall story I didn't think was too bad. Like this idea with Corey and everything like that. Honestly, that's a good idea. I like the way they did that. I like the story behind that. The only problem is that I don't think they should have done it for a finale or the finale to Michael Myers on Halloween. This Laurie Strode saga that we've been getting. I don't think that they should have done that finale. Now, if they did that for another movie, I would have liked it so much better. Honestly, it's a great story in my opinion, and if they would have done it a lot, they would have done it in a different movie. Honestly, it would have been better. It would have been great. My idea for this, I'm gonna pitch on an idea for this. Now that this is the ending, the finale, and of course we're probably going to get some more Halloween movies down the line. 10 years or less, we're going to get another Halloween movie. That's my prediction. So I have a pitch for y'all, and what I'm thinking about is if they didn't use this storyline for the finale, they could have used this storyline for another movie. And the thing is, because it's a great story and I think it's a great idea, they could have used this to sort of reboot the Halloween series. Take this story they had with Corey, put it into another movie, And my idea is that you have everything kind of plays out the same. That and Halloween ends with the Corey storyline. Everything kind of plays out the same. So and then also too, you know how he's kind of dating Laurie Strode's granddaughter. I say that you make Laurie Strode's granddaughter the new Laurie Strode of the next reboot of these Halloween movies, and everything plays out the same way as Halloween ends with the Corey storyline. He has that accident in the beginning. People see him as a monster and stuff like that, and he's basically trying to go through that, and he's dating Laurie Strode's granddaughter and stuff like that. And you know, you get that little possession with where he turns evil, and I don't know what happened with Michael Myers and stuff like that, passes the evil on and stuff like that. My idea is that, of course, if in this movie you want to have Michael Myers in this movie, you want to have him in this movie, but with the sort of supernatural elements, I think there's a part in that movie where Corey actually finds the mask of Michael Myers, and that somehow the evilness of Michael Myers is instilled in that mask. He finds the mask. It makes that evil presence come into him. The evil presence of Michael Myers come into him. He basically will wear the mask, and he starts going around town killing and taking revenge out on the people that were, you know, pretty much making fun of him, bullying him, and things like that. Whoever was like bad to him or anything like that. And that's my kind of sort of pitch for that. And of course, like I was saying, you make Laurie Strode's granddaughter the sort of new Laurie Strode of that movie and stuff like that, where she's kind of the new Laurie Strode. She figures out, she's trying to find out like with the killings and all that stuff. Like, you know, she's basically new Laurie Strode. But yeah, I think the storyline with Corey and Halloween Ends is a good storyline. They could have saved it for another movie, and it would have been a good reboot, sort of continuation of Halloween in a way. But as far as the Halloween Ends, with it being the final Michael Myers, Laurie Strode saga movie, I think they didn't need to add that storyline in there. I don't think they need that storyline in there. They could have done something a little bit more different, you know, more focused on Laurie Strode and Michael Myers overall, and that their final film, like since this is their final film, focus on them more. That way we get this final film with them. If it's a good finale and all that, with them together and stuff like that. And they could have saved the Corey storyline for another movie, a reboot, or a continuation of sorts down the line. But that's just my opinion. Y'all tell me what y'all think about that. And I don't know. I think they could have done something differently. But like I said, as a movie in general, I don't think it was a bad movie. The only thing I'll say is that, of course, as a finale to Michael Myers and Laurie Strode saga, they could have done something better or differently, you know. I did kind of like the finale, kind of like the last scenes that we got, like the last, 15 minutes or so. I thought it was actually pretty good, the way they ended it off and stuff like that. Honestly, was pretty good. But just overall, the Corey storyline, they could have done without and just focus a little bit more on Laurie Strode and Michael Myers overall. But nonetheless, I thought it was actually pretty good movie. I actually was going to watch it again probably soon. Because honestly, I mean, I like the movie overall. Like, I like the movie overall. It was just those couple of things that I was talking about. The storyline with Corey, just take that out. They didn't need that necessarily. Like, they should have just focused on Laurie Strode and Michael Myers overall in that movie. And a couple of things with Michael Myers, of course, making him look weak and stuff like that. But nonetheless, I still kind of did like the movie. And I'll probably watch it again, honestly. I probably would watch it again. I know it's been a lot of mixed reviews and stuff like that. There's actually some people who like it and some people who don't and stuff like that. So I'm kind of like, I do have a mixed review, but like I can see the good stuff about it. I can see the bad stuff about it. So overall, that is my review on what I thought, and you know, that's my thoughts, my review on what I think about Halloween Ends and basically what they could have done with it and stuff like that. But let me know down in the comments below if you've seen Halloween Ends. What did you think about it overall, and what are your thoughts on it? But that's going to do it for this video. Hope y'all all enjoyed it. Remember, if you want to be a part of Team Legendary, all you got to do is subscribe and turn notifications on so you know I post another video. Hope you all have an awesome day, and remember, be legendary.